So YouTube CEO is deciding to deal with the AI problem with more AI. He's saying that the AI that they're going to be adding soon is going to be able to make their ability to detect and enforce violative content better, more precise, and able to cope with scale. Every week, literally, the capabilities get better. Oh man. So the AI on YouTube right now is banning thousands of content creators. Everyone is pleading on Twitter to get their channels back. A lot of them have been banned falsely and have provided tons of proof, like Alexander from Chase Car. And it's just a situation where it's basically like, okay, so this building is on fire and we're going to fix it with more fire. It's honestly a really crazy statement. And I was reading his like full interview with Time because apparently he is listed as the CEO of the year of 2025. I'm sure numbers wise, Neal Mohan did great this year. So I guess that's why he won. But in terms of customer satisfaction, I can guarantee you he did not do a very good job. Ever since Neal has taken over, the website has just been full of more and more AI slop, more and more AI crap, and real content creators are getting buried in the algorithm. There's a specific thing that he said that really irked me because he was talking about the whole skills aspect of YouTube, where he said, quote, AI will enable a new class of creators who previously lacked the skills or equipment. Let me just use myself as an example, right? Does it look like my videos have any skills? I am just an idiot who doesn't know how to edit or make thumbnails or titles, and I'm just rambling and yapping, right? That's all you really need to do to make YouTube videos. Just be able to express your thoughts, and the fact that it's like basically like, oh, you need AI to be able to have the skills to do YouTube. That implication just like really annoys me because a lot of content creators out there are going to be thinking, wow, so if I want to start making videos in 2025 on YouTube, I need to use some sort of AI, otherwise I'm not going to be able to make it. And it gets to the point where YouTube is going to become AI tube. Every single piece of content will just be AI derived. And it's going to get to the point where a lot of the real content creators on YouTube are going to be fading into the background with all this AI slop getting pushed on the homepage. This was something that I talked about in July and August of this year, but out of the top 100 fastest growing channels in July, 9 of them were showing purely generated AI content. Almost 10% of the top 100 channels on YouTube for the month were AI slop channels. And you guys know what types of AI slop channels too. Whatever this crap is, I mean, this guy has managed to amass 4 million subscribers with his YouTube AI slop cat videos. And for some reason, he's gotten rid of them too. Now he's moved on to like baby walking AI videos. It's so creepy. But yeah, it's actually suspicious that he got rid of all of those AI shorts that had like hundreds of millions of views. Maybe he felt like they violated terms of service somehow. But yeah, he's switched to something even weirder now. But regardless, the fact that YouTube CEO has decided, you know what, we have a big AI problem on YouTube. So do you know what we need? We need more AI moderation tools. Even though we have thousands of content creators getting banned falsely by AI, we need more. Quite some insane decision making. But basically, Neal said that the platform is pushing ahead with expanded AI moderation tools, even as creators continue to report wrongful bans and mass takedowns tied to automated systems. In a new interview after being named Time's CEO of the Year, Mohan outlined how YouTube sees AI as central to both creator growth and platform safety. Oh man, this is laughable when you go take a single read of anything on Twitter. The company is coming off a massive 2024 with $36 billion in ad revenue and another $14 billion from subscriptions. So that's the thing, right? In terms of monetary value, in terms of numerical money generated, right? I'm sure Neal is doing a fine job and these numbers prove it, right? But not everything is about making money. If you want your content creators on your platform to be happy, if you want your viewers on your platform to be happy, then you need to actually listen to them once in a while, because right now people are scrambling to find YouTube alternatives. Websites like Rumble, Odyssey are shooting their shots and actually like quote retweeting and replying to YouTube stuff, just basically trying to promote themselves. And the thing is, right, a lot of people are biting. A lot of people are actually going over to these websites, checking them out. Odyssey literally tweeted YouTube is literally the most hated company in the world right now. I mean, that's a pretty bold statement. I don't know about that, but YouTube's definitely up there. I mean, YouTube has definitely pissed off a lot of people within the last few months. I would say last few years, to be honest, but it's been really, really bad since like about November-ish, because a lot of people have been getting falsely terminated. But yeah, back to Neal. He just keeps on saying that AI is going to fix all the problems on YouTube. He says that AI will open a new door of a new class of creators. I mean, I guess the word creator is used very loosely here. I wouldn't really even call them creators. If you use AI to assist your videos, like, like an AI voiceover or whatever, I mean, that's fine. That's passable. But if you just AI generate an entire short and that's your content, I mean, it's just such a lazy AI slop. And the fact that YouTube decides to push it as well is really bad. This is something that I've talked about before, but Neal did an interview recently with a YouTuber where he was basically giving Neal examples of AI generated content. One was just like a voiceover, another one was like moving the guy's lips and stuff, and then another one was this AI generated cat crap. And he asked Neal what his opinion is in terms of how this content should be promoted on YouTube, if it should be promoted over real content creators' videos. And Neal gives an extremely strange answer that still baffles me to this day.
The topic, I don't know. I'm curious to hear your take.
Yeah.
But this one is the thing I feel really weird about.
What do you think should be the case in that last example?
I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think?
Before I play the rest of this, I mean, good job with getting the interview, John, but like, I don't like the fence sitting here. So Neil tries to like, kind of like throw the question back at him, like, oh, what do you think should happen? Do you think this content should be promoted or discriminated against or whatever? And then this guy, John, even though he just said he feels weird about it, he was like, oh, I don't know. What do you think? No, man, like, you just be honest. Just be like, listen, I think this is what we would call AI slop content, very low effort. It's a type of content that is actually being promoted over real content creators' videos. That's why a channel like that can get like 4 million subscribers just by posting YouTube shorts. I feel like it's wrong and it shouldn't be promoted over real content creators because this is YouTube, not AI tube. What do you think, Neil? That's what I would have said, right? But that's probably why I'm never going to get an interview with YouTube. Maybe the reason why this guy's fence sitting is because he doesn't want to upset Neil. But if you're going to do an interview, you got to be honest with your opinions, right? But anyways, let's listen to the rest of this.
I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you think? That's a big question,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think I
Like,
think it is. I think that the third one in your example there, I do think that at least in my view, that one is, and obviously there's all kinds of context and sort of
of
which
course.
channels and whose channel and who did that and what was labeled and all that sort of stuff really matters to answer sort of definitively. But I think in general, the way that you described or used the content ID analogy applies. It's the reason why I have been very public about creators, and I use the term creator here very broadly. Creators, artists, musicians, etc., should be able to protect their likeness, their face, their voice on YouTube. And I think that this is a place where YouTube is not just a collection of words and statements. It's not just me saying that. We have a long track record here of living up to that principle. And you described it. It's called Content ID. And that, of course, exists in sort of the copyright realm. But I think a lot of those analogies carry forward into the AI world.
Hmm.
You're right. If there's a video that basically looks and sounds like John, like that's saying stuff that is pulling your audience or, tricking your audience or what have you, then there should be some action. And
Hmm.
I'm agreeing with sort of
Yeah.
your approach on that one.
And what about
And then,
studios that make this content that almost it's so easy for them and it's so hard for us human creators that it kind of takes away that digital real estate on YouTube?
I think goes back to what I said is I don't think a piece of content should be penalized just because it was created with AI. There's
Mm.
going to be amazing content that is produced with AI, and being short-sighted about it, I think, is not good for the creator ecosystem and is not good for YouTube. So
Mm.
that's the sort of the high-level statement.
Yeah.
Having said that, as you said, and I don't know anything about this particular
Yeah.
video or whether it's high quality or low quality or what have you, but understanding the problem as I described it, which is these tools might result in the production of amazing content. They will, but they might also result in the easy production of content that is generally, whatever, clickbaity or low quality or what have you. Then it's incumbent on YouTube to make sure that we address that on the
Mhm.
platform so that it doesn't become overrun with that type of content. And that's no different than the way that I described how we dealt with challenges like clickbait,
Mhm.
years ago.
So as you heard, Neil basically says that he doesn't feel like AI content that was generated, purely through AI should be discriminated against at all. And it's like a situation where he was like, the cat video. I wish he would have directly answered like, yeah, but this specific content from what you've shown me, it definitely looks like this is just mass produced like AI slop. This is something that we want to make sure that we don't promote. I wish he would have given more of a stance on that specific type of content. I mean, if he needed an example, this John guy could have pulled up his phone, looked up Super Cat League, and showed him those awful videos. But yeah, it basically seems like a situation where Neil is just all in on AI. And it seems like if he's willing to mention AI so vehemently on his Time interview for being CEO of the year as well, it just shows that he has no plans to stop AI production on YouTube and AI just being the entirety of moderation at this point because it's not going to get less AI moderation. It's not like they're going to start hiring more people to be on the moderation team for YouTube, but it is a situation where they're just going to keep relying more on the AI and people are going to keep getting their channels banned, unfortunately. So honestly, we kind of need to all go into defense mode and be very careful about the types of content that we produce. I mean, I talked about this earlier on my Twitter and on my YouTube posts as well. I get in trouble all the time with YouTube anyway, so it's nothing new, but I recently got a video age restricted because I said these two words in the video right over here. Because I said those two words, the video got age restricted. and there was no, this was not being shown at all in the video, nothing at all. I wasn't promoting any type of diet. I was just talking about a search term. But yeah, because I said those 2 words, my video got age restricted. I appealed. I don't have to tell you guys what happened in the appeal. You guys already know. So yeah, it seems like Neal is going to be all in on AI, and it is a very unfortunate situation. But all we can do is just voice our opinions and hope YouTube will one day listen to us. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it, and make sure you guys support those real content creators out there. Let's not let YouTube be flooded with AI slop. Subscribe for more. See ya.